Hi guys, what's up? Here is Electa. I just logged into the open beta test in Beyond and I wanted to talk to you about CPs today. Well, I'm making this video probably for my clan members, but also anyone else who would like to listen to me blabber can do it, and I think that I will just wander around aimlessly here in Jiran. Um, some people have been asking me about CPs. What is a CP? And some people are asking for CPs. They want to get into one. So I thought I will just talk very briefly about it. I haven't written down anything, so bear with me. First of all, for the people asking what is a CP, a CP is a constant party. Constant parties are what the name suggests. It's a group of people. They play all the time together. They farm together. They do PvP together. They do PvE together. They do everything together. They have a prime time. This is the time that they have agreed that they will all be online and they will all do activities together. So ideally, SCP has 9 people for high 5, and everyone plays actively their role. It can be SCP which is a melee CP or a mage CP. It can be a summoner CP, an archer CP. I'm not sure if there are any other types of CPs. These are the kinds of CPs that I have heard of. There may be others, no idea, and there can be also self improvised CPs, but I'm not sure how successful these are. I know, for example, that there are CPs with melee DDs, damage dealers. For example, orcs, that they want to play with low hit points, and such a CP has got to have, of course, the bards, the sword singer, the blade dancer. They need to have a tank, either a Shielded Knight or a Phoenix Knight. Both are good. I don't know if Shielded Knight is better. That's hard to say, actually. Both are good. And they also need a buffer, a Warcrier. Warcrier is best for melee classes. And then you gotta have a bishop to heal and a recharger. Preferably, I would say an Elven Elder, but a Shielded Elder can also be good. If you have a mage CP, you can get away with it without a tank. So you must have again the bards. For a buffer this time you need to have an overlord because he's better for mages. And usually these kinds of CPs have mages that can do area of effect damage because they go to places to farm really fast, like Forge of Gods, Fog, or other such places like Scorpions later in the game. Mage CPs, they level up very fast, faster than the melee ones. Of course, with the mage CP, I don't think that you can do any raid bosses without a tank, for example. But if you can get to the end of the game faster, then I don't know. Maybe people just use mage CPs and then they can level up other characters if they need them for epic bosses. I suppose it's easy to farm, to level some character if you have mages and you can XP it at Fog. So what other types of CPs are there? I have heard about summoners. I have never seen one, but I have heard about one. Never seen one in action. but I know that they exist. So I've also heard about Archer CP. Not sure how effective these are. They're a bit special, I would say. There are some places in this Lineage 2 world with monsters that are vulnerable to archers. So, yeah, maybe it's good. I have only been in melee CP with orcs, and I have also been in mage CP, which is really nice, especially if the mages know how to play. If they use their aura flash, that's really good. If mages know how to play and they have equipment, it's very easy. If they don't, then it can be a disaster. It can be really hard for the healer. But I suppose this is valid also for the melee guys. So, what else can we talk about CPs? There are some kinds of CPs that play very hardcore, so they play a lot of hours a day. And there are other types of CP where people have said we will meet like for 2 hours a day, or we will meet 3 times a week for 4 hours, something like this. You can always discuss about this with your members. What is for me very important when I am in a CP is that we keep the prime time. For example, when we say 8 p.m. so that everyone is ready at 8 p.m., ready to go and farm. Not wait a second, I need to get shots, or wait 5 minutes, I need to go to the toilet and stuff like that. You know, this just ruins the whole atmosphere of the CP. Or just when I had once CP leader and he was telling us, I will come online in 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I will be online in 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes. So you get the idea. This is not nice, and such CPs can't work unless you have like 4 hours of your day to wait for some guy to show up. So this is not nice. When you are in SCP, you can advance really fast. You can have great XP, you can get more Adina, you can go to places to farm where you can't go as a solo player, which is amazing. You can do raid bosses, you can even do some epics like Freya, the normal one. But a CP is a gamble, because if you don't know the people in the CP, you don't know if they are reliable. And if you join a CP and suddenly the people are not reliable, they don't come on time, or they're not very reactive in the game, then it will be worse than being alone. So it's a bit tricky choosing a CP. You have to choose a CP where you know at least some of the people. Of course, okay, you can try going into a random CP, try your luck, and if you don't like it, you just leave and go to another one. This is not ideal, but if you don't have any other choice and you want to find people to play with in a CP desperately, you can do this. So how do CPs work? So they go for farm and they have some rules. Not all CPs have the same rules. It just depends on what people agree to. Normally, when you join a CP, you talk to the CP leader and he tells you, this is our policy, this is what we do with the loots, this is what we do with the Adina, this is what we expect from you, and this is what you get from us, and this is how we work. For example, some very hardcore CPs will tell you that all the Adina that we farm, they go to the CP warehouse, and all the drops, they go there, and the leader decides who gets what, etc. Which is fine if you trust the leader and you know that he's going to do the best. For me, as long as I get my expenses, that I don't have to farm alone for shots, for example, or spirit ore, because this can happen too, so you gotta be careful. And you see that the drops are being used and people are progressing, and the bishop gets an armor, and the damage dealers get good weapons, and the CP leader has a nice way to communicate with people. This is great. Of course, you have to trust again this guy to do this. Yeah. There can also be other types of CPs where you just farm together. You say, we're just gonna XP together. We're just going to use the good coordination of our classes so that we all get XP really fast, and we just keep the Adina and the drops in a random party, and we just do it like this. And I would say this is fine to do for the first levels. I would say that, well, it's my own preference that I would prefer that drops go to the leader at the later stages where they are really important, you know, they make a difference in the game. And I think this is also how I'm going to do it with my clan. I'm going to just tell everyone to keep their own drops, and only if we're gonna go for epics or raid bosses which are high level, I'm going to tell them that the drops will go to the clan warehouse, and then I will distribute them to the people that have more activity. But not earlier. I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, this is how it works. What's next? So you want to find a CP, and you're looking for a CP. For example, I have a channel in my Discord server, in the Discord server from Masaka clan. This is my clan, okay? And I have there a channel looking for CP, and several people are writing, I'm looking for a CP, and they're not even writing their class, okay? So this is not going to work, obviously. You just write, I want a CP, and you don't write your class, you don't write what your prime time is. If you guys want to go and play with other people, you have to be able to communicate, be more communicative, be more responsive to messages, write more. Just like this, it's not gonna work. And also, if you really want to be in a CP and you're looking for one and you don't know where to go and you can't find one, or you find some which you don't know if the people are reliable, etc. And I'm talking now especially to the people in my clan. So if you guys want to play in a CP, you should really take the initiative and create one. It doesn't matter if you don't know the game very well. It doesn't matter if you don't know exactly what to do and how to be a CP leader. But if you take the initiative and start caring about gathering people, it is going to be very rewarding for you, even more than joining a CP where you don't know the people. In our clan, the best thing you can do is, when the server opens and we get some levels, take the initiative and start making some parties for XP and see which people are playing the same time as you. You're gonna see this. You don't have to ask people, because you're gonna see that the same people are online the same time as you, and you're gonna be playing together more. So you will know these people are more online at this time, the other people are online other times, and you're gonna watch which people have similar levels, similar play style like you, or similar rate of XP and rate of advancement, or with which people do you like to play with. And with these people you can suggest to them, hey, do you want to make a constant party? And if you don't have a constant party, you can start with a party of 2, with a party of 3, and then slowly you find more people. This is the way to go with the CPs. Excuse me. So Don't just wait for the CP to come from heaven to you and land on your head. Start thinking about playing an active role in creating it. It is not that difficult. It's actually very easy. You just need to take the initiative. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm saying this over and over again because people just wait, they're just sitting in front of their keyboard and they're waiting for someone else to do it. And very often nobody does it, or very, very few people do it. This is also why I am a clan leader. I'm not a clan leader because I'm a top player. I'm not a clan leader because I am, I don't know, some kind of lineage 2 wonder girl. I'm a clan leader because I see that people don't take initiative. So I'm taking initiative and I like to organize people. I like to provide an atmosphere or a pleasant gaming experience for others, which I actually want to have for myself, but nobody else was doing that. This is why I am a clan leader. So just take the initiative. Also, when I played in another server the last time, I was opening the looking for group and nothing, and I was waiting for someone to create an XP patch for my levels, and then I thought, what the hell, I'm gonna open my own one, and within 2 seconds that I opened it was like filled with 20 people waiting to get into the party. And so I make the party, I go XP, then okay, some people leave, I open again, people come again, and you just need to take the initiative, do something, don't wait for others. And if you decide to become a CP leader, which is going to be really good for your advancement, if you find good people, you just ask. If you don't know what to do or if you don't know where to go, just ask. We have so many people in the clan. I have some friends who know stuff. If I don't know something, I'm gonna ask them. And we can advise you. Seriously, guys, even if you're a casual player, you don't want to play many hours a day, you want to play just 2 hours a day. If you have some people and you can play with them for these 2 hours and they are ready and organized and disciplined about it, you're going to get ahead much faster than if you were alone. Also, for a clan, it's much better to have CPs than to have solo players. Solo players are nice for the community. They are nice to create an atmosphere. It's nice to have people who love the game. But if you want to do stuff with the clan, you have difficulties organizing solo players. There are just too many. And the best thing for a clan leader is to be able to talk to the CP leaders and then organize events with them, not with 60 different clan members. Talk to just 6 or 7 CP leaders and you can organize things much faster. I remember when I was in a clan in Goddess of Destruction, actually they would only take CPs, but they took me because I was a healer, so I was a solo player there, still learning stuff and not as high level as they were. But I watched how they were doing all the events, and they had the system that the drops from the epics, they go to the CP leaders, and each CP gets some drops. One CP gets the best drop from one of the raids, the epic raids we were doing, and then the next time, the next CP, the second one, and then the third time that we go, the third CP gets the drop, so that all CPs have at least one of these very valuable items. And this is a great way to equip your CPs. But if you have to deal with people, it's much harder to decide where the drops go and if they're going to be used well and if it's going to benefit the clan. Wow, did I actually talk so long that the server restarted? Okay. Okay, guys, I think that this is a sign I should stop talking. Enough about CPs. So if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Good night and see you soon.